Our next speaker is the founder of Riteonthebeach. Join me as I welcome Mr. Akintunde Disu.
Good morning, Your Royal Majesties, Your Excellencies, our distinguished panel of guests, and of course all the youths here who are the reason why we're here. So ideas have immense results. Ideas that have immense results are always simple. That's a quote by Tolstoy, War and Peace. I'd like to phrase this around two of my favorite economists. One of them, Adam Smith, a capital economist, and then the other one, Hernandez de Soto, a socialist economist. So Adam Smith's economic theory of capitalism is based on the idea that self-interest leads to prosperity. This may have been true in the context of the Western civilization in the 18th century, with the benefit of the slave trade providing relatively cheap. But it hasn't been true since the early days of the 20th century. And it's definitely not true in the 21st century as we face the challenges of a climate crisis. Adam Smith provided further clarification that capital is a stock. As such, its value can be estimated at a point in time, an objective definition. Money is a store of value, as we know. By contrast, investment as production to be added to the capital stock is described as taking place over time per year, thus a flow. Value is a subjective definition. Capital, like energy, is a dormant value. Bringing it to life requires us to go beyond looking at our assets as they are, to actively thinking about them as they could be. In the Mystery of Capital, Hernandez de Soto argues that the success of capitalism is determined by property rights, not cultural differences. He also suggests that the inefficiencies of non-Western markets are due to the fragmentation of their property arrangements. So here at Right on the Beach, we're planning to lock the value in plastic, the environment, and human development using data collected through the scientific method. With this information, we can provide a realistic valuation of the importance of saving the Western Peninsula and its adjacent mangrove forest. To do this, we require not only an environmental impact assessment, but a socio-economic impact assessment as well. So by envisioning the flow of investment in socio-economic and environmental capital that will be required to deliver the future prosperity this present generation imagines. Our aim is to provide a template for sustainable development of rural communities through collaboration, cooperation, and community engagement. So our work all this past 3 years has been really getting to know the area, working through with the kids. We have over 2,000 kids that we've engaged through the last 3 years, and we have the whole community of Ilashe, which we're our host community, who have been so kind to us. We've, in the time we've been there, we've been able to ask the kids questions, and like we're doing today, and then they use these sessions to develop on the work that we're doing. They use this session to come up with ideas of what they can do. We now take these ideas and we take it back to the community, and the community see how they can work with us to make these things happen. And we've been very successful. We've moved over 30 tons of plastic from the beaches of Ilashe. We've sent people, we've given scholarships, and we've learned a lot. We've walked 7 in this time. We've walked the whole 74 kilometers in this time, been to every village that is along the route, and gotten to know them all. And now for us to move forward, the importance for us is that if we're able to solve the problem of the mangroves and to use that to capitalize that area, we would gift to this nation a resource of inestimable value. We would be able to really transform that region, and other people will be able to use what we've done as an example. For example, in the Niger deltas, and just in dealing with community itself. I feel it's very important that the youth understand that they have to look back to where they're coming from. Their focus is always Japa. Their focus is always, oh, let's just get out, you know. But, you know, there's so much opportunity in Nigeria, and they have to realize this opportunity, and that and they have to think about things like, you're placed here for a reason, and you must use the opportunities here to get what you want. But since we got here so late, I don't really want to talk too much, so I'm going to hand it over to Yomi, who is all these people you see, actually, all the kids here, they're kids who are either going on the next one, or they're kids who've been on past ones. And this year for us, this is our third year. We've just finished the plastic project. We have the data we need to move forward and extend it to the remaining 50 kilometers, and we're now moving on to other items like the mangroves and the other things that are involved. And I've trained them all these years, and I look forward to taking a back seat and watching them do more, take over and do more. So Yomi, over to your generation.